Today's video is all about leveling up the physical skills, the most optimal and fastest ways to do them. So there is a absolute best way to level each of these skills up, and for those that don't know, you have to do certain feats in the game to be able to progress to the next levels. I'm going to show you where to go and what to do to quickly level these up. I'm also going to show you the optimal way, the easy way, the brain dead, simple way to level these up without any complicated bullcrap, and other tips, tricks, and synergies that will allow you to combo leveling multiple abilities all at the same time. And there are some very difficult abilities that people really have problems leveling, like concealment, stealth. There's a bunch of them, but there's a real easy, super duper quick, fast way to do it. You can do it under like 10 minutes, maybe 5 minutes if you're speedrunning. Let's get into it. Before we get into it though, I do have to tell you that if you want to level the tech skills, I have a video, it looks just like this, called The Fastest Way to Level Tech Skills. You scroll right down here into the description, and it's under Starfield Guides, Fastest Way to Level Tech. Just click that link right there, and you're all set. Also, this is not a requirement, but a highly suggested recommendation that you do this guide first, the 1 to 60 in 1 hour easy outpost guide. And the reason why you want an outpost is for the ease of access to level 3 skills all at the same time. I'm going to start the video with this, assuming that you've done this, but if you don't want to do outposts or you think you're cheesing the game by using outposts to level quickly, then just make your character massively overweight, and I'm going to explain. The first 3 skills that I want to talk about are wellness, fitness, and stealth. Now, we're just going to put 1 point into stealth for now for a pre-requirement. We're going to level up stealth a little bit later, but first we're going to level up wellness and fitness. If you already picked soldier, you're good to go. Otherwise, put a point into fitness, and we're going to be leveling up fitness and wellness at the same time with this super easy trick. So step 1 is for fitness and wellness. All you need to do is be massively overburdened so that you immediately run out of breath and you drain all your health. So let me show you. I have 238,000 mass as my weight because I've been doing outpost crafting. So I'm just holding everything from my outpost. If I go to resources, I've got 149,000 adaptive frames. This is how I got to level 61 in under 1 hour. And so I have a bed here. I'm just going to take a few steps. Boom, I'm out of breath, and now I'm out of HP. Don't worry, you can't die. Once you've done that, simply sleep in your bed. And what this does is this fulfills the pre-requirements to level up wellness and fitness. So wellness, take 250 damage. I'm ready for level 2. For fitness, I have to run out of oxygen 2 more times. Okay, that's simple. So there we go. I'm going to do that again. Now I'm at 19. Rest for 1 hour to fully heal. And then this should level up my oxygen all the way. Oh, wellness is ready to level up again. There we go. Wellness level 3, ready to go. Fitness level 2. Now I have to run out of oxygen 50 times. That's right, 50 entire times. We're going to run out of oxygen. And you can't, like, there's no quicker way to do it. You have to go from, like, full oxygen bar, like right now, to completely red. And then there we go. Looks like wellness is ready to be level 4, and that's 40% HP right out of the gate. We've maxed wellness, and I'm going to continue doing this until I get at least level 3 in fitness. I don't really care about level 4 that much, but you can do it if you want. And just to show you, it says use up all available oxygen 50 times. I'm at 1 out of 50. You can see my oxygen is full. Now it's not. Open the menu. Go to fitness. Now it's at 2 out of 50. And then I'm just going to sleep and get my oxygen back. I'm going to do that 48 more times. By the way, I just want to stress right now, do not right now or ever really level boxing. Don't put any points into boxing. Even if you are an unarmed character, you can level it up later, but keep it level 0 because it's very important that your fists deal as little damage as possible so that we can level up some other skills much quicker. So this is what it looks like to level your oxygen up, your fitness level. And it's helpful to have this later in the game because 30% increased oxygen is it's attack stamina. It's really nice to have. So you might as well just get it out of the way. It's not that, it doesn't take that long. You just take a few steps, sleep in your bed 1 hour, take a few steps, sleep in your bed 1 hour, and we'll get there eventually. Now, if you followed my recommendation, after you sleep for a while doing this, you can always turn around and you'll have plenty of supplies so that you can, you know, power level your character a little bit here and get some level ups. That way you'll have more skill points. So again, that's why I highly recommend that you go to the description and follow the outpost guide and get that all set up before doing this because it just makes it so much easier. So here we go, 50 times. This would take an insane amount of time to do it normally. And there we go, rank 3 unlocked. I stop at rank 3 because sprinting and power attack, I don't ever use power attacks, and sprinting doesn't really burn that much anyway. But if you really want to go for it, it's 100 more oxygen thingies, so have fun with that. Now, I want to talk about weightlifting and the way you level weightlifting, which I don't recommend that you do because there's infinite storage in this game, and if you use money cheats and glitches, you're never going to need carry capacity in this game for whatever reason. But if you do want to level it, the way it works is you have to have 75% of your mass as you sprint. So I'm not gonna show this on the screen. I'm just gonna show you text and explain what this is. Okay, so to level weightlifting, store almost all your items until you're close to being overburdened. Store stuff. In this case, we are overburdened, so we would store stuff. If you don't have stuff, then just pick up random junk until you're nearly overweight. Then land on a random planet, because planets are almost infinite, not quite. There are invisible walls. And you're going to, I'm going to show you this. I'm going to disappear the text for a sec. Go to your settings and go to key bindings. And there's 2 buttons I want you to know about. I don't know what they are on keyboard. I'm sorry, on controller. You're going to combo toggle always run with auto move. And what this is going to do is it's going to allow you to sprint automatically in one direction that you're facing. So you're just going to turn on auto run and you're just going to let your character run into the sunset. Just let them run. And you can if you have, you know, multiple monitors or a phone, you can watch anime while you do this. And then when your character runs out of oxygen, just to hit any of the movement buttons, it'll stop your auto running. Let your character rest, then hit your auto run button again and run into the distance and just rinse and repeat until that you are completely leveled up with weightlifting, or just play the game normally, because if you're not sprinting everywhere, you're playing the game wrong. This one's a no-brainer to level. I don't need to show you. Now, unfortunately, pain tolerance, there's no real quick way to level this one up, though it's very quick on its own, because all you need to do is take physical damage, which means damage from bullets, damage from being attacked in melee. So you're going to level this up as we do the other things, but I just want to let you know it's such a low amount, 250 points of physical damage. Well, our character here has 2,080 HP. It's so, like, we barely take any damage, you know, from being shot a bunch. We're going to be able to level this up lickety-split. Now, I want to talk about gymnastics. You have to take fall damage to level gymnastics, which is kind of funny. But the way you want to do this, and I didn't put it on the screen because I want to punish people that watch this on mute or just click through the video, is that you want to do it on a planet with gravity. With gravity, not like on a moon or anything, because the more gravity there is, the more fall damage, and the faster you fall, the faster you can level this up. And you want to do it in a safe zone, like New Atlantis is where I go. I just jump from a high place, crunch my ankles, sleep in a bed, and rinse and repeat, and it's easy, it's done. But the thing is that the leveling this up sucks. Like, level 4 is not that good. Level 4 is pretty much pointless. It says it increases your jump height. It's like maybe a few pixels. It's nothing significant. Even with boost packs, these are worthless points. These are dump points. I only ever put 1 point for the combat slide, which is speedrunner tech stuff, and I'm not a speedrunner. It's still cool to combat slide, okay? But everything else really sucks. I don't recommend more than 1 point. Another really useless perk is environmental conditioning. You, like, later in the game, you won't even notice environmental damage ever, unless you're an idiot and you step in a smoke pile or an acid pit, which is not something that you'll ever really do once you've played the game for more than a day. But if you really want to level this up for some reason, then what you do is you go to a moon, and you step outside your ship, and you remove your space helmet, which causes you to not be able to breathe. You're going to wait till you nearly die, put your helmet back on, and then go back inside your ship and rest in a bed. And you'll continue resting until you're fully healed, then you'll rinse and repeat. This is completely useless. Never ever level this. Energy weapon dissipation, it's alright to level. It's not bad. It's safe points. They're never not useful. A lot of enemies don't use energy weapons until way later in the game, and even then, they don't really hit that hard anyway. But just let enemies shoot you, and then heal, and then put points into it whenever it's ready to level up. There's no simple or faster way to level this that I found. Alright, let's talk about cellular regeneration and decontamination. Cellular regeneration just means that you recover from injuries, and sometimes you can be immune to injuries like breaking your leg or getting a limb dislocated if someone melees you pretty hard, which never happens anyway. Your armor covers all of that. Even on very hard, the only time you ever really like get hurt is from aliens breaking your ankles, and that's really it. But you level this as you break your ankles from jumping from a high place. Decontamination is even more worthless. Like, again, unless you stand in acid pits or smokestacks, that's the way to level it. So it's a little hard to show off, but essentially, on moons, there are these little smoky pits, and I know I have one near me somewhere. Let me try to find it. But, like, as you're just running around, see, there's like a little smoky pit over here. All you gotta do is stand in it and then hope it infects you. And they won't always, but acid pits, if you can find those, like, yeah, just toxic gas. Breathe it in and get infected. There you go. And maybe take off your helmet. I don't know if that helps. Let's see. We'll take off our helmet and just breathe deep. Suit integrity. And yes, you want to be near your spaceship so that you can recover. And again, these skills are pretty worthless to level. I don't recommend them, so just skip these unless you really need or want to level them for completionist sake. There's no reason to. So for martial arts, I'm going to talk more about martial arts later, but right now, the only way to level it is to punch people, which we're going to be punching a lot of people, and generally, you're going to level this super quick once we've got stealth and concealment a bit higher, because that'll let us just basically instantly win this. So, also, I like how the fist kind of twists on the screen there. It's like the fourth rank is the punch, and then this one's like winding it up. It's like whoop, whoop, I'm so stupid, guys, but it's actually really good if you want to run around like just with the melee weapon for the damage reduction, which I've done a video on. Link in the description. But yeah, it's not bad, but it's not the best. But that's how you level it. We'll show you later. So let's talk about Rejuvenation. This thing is busted. This thing makes the game super easy. And that's why I always recommend people level up physical first before anything else in the game. Slowly regenerate health outside combat. It's not that good at first, but look how easy this is to level. Fall below 25% health 3 times and fully heal. Well, guess what we've been doing the whole time? Take a few steps, do a little dance, sleep in the bed 1 hour. That's 1 level of regeneration. You just gotta do it 3 times, and then you're on your way to maxing this bad boy out and basically becoming a god. That's what it is in this game. This is super powerful. Regenerate health more quickly. Now we got to do it 8 times, which again, you just do a little dance, sleep on the bed, and there you go. The final rank, we just have to do it 15 times. Not too bad. And this is important for what we're doing next. You absolutely want to max Rejuvenation. It's probably the most powerful skill in the whole game. If you want to know just how much it heals, look at my HP in the bottom right corner. It is a percent per like half second tick for heals. Let me just show you. So I just healed. Our health is at 509, and now it's at 544. So 44 minus 9, I don't know what that is, but it's like 30 something. You know, I'm healing 30 something HP a second. Look at that. I'm already at a critical condition. It's gonna save you so much money on med kits and health packs and all that kind of fun stuff. It completely nullifies food. Food is awful in this game. I know I skipped one. I actually skipped nutrition. So nutrition, never ever ever level this. All you have to do is eat food. You don't need to eat food to heal. You don't need to eat food for buffs. You can just buy a whole bunch of junk from Chunks and just eat it all, and you can level this. You can just max this out. But even at rank 4, 50% increased effectiveness. When you have the tier 4 best in-slot foods, which give you buffs, they pale in comparison to the performance enhancement items, aka drugs. So there's no reason to ever use food items in the game, ever, never, ever. It's pointless. Never level nutrition. Don't do it. So I want to talk about the remaining skills here, which is boxing and martial arts, neurostrikes, stealth, and concealment, because we're going to level all of these at the same time, and there's actually one more, which I'm going to talk about in just a little bit later in the video, that we're also going to be leveling. And here's my recommendation: boxing 0, because even fully buffed, boxing sucks. I've made an entire video on this, check the link in the description. Martial arts 3 for the damage reduction when you have a melee weapon out. Stealth 4 because stealth is amazing, increases, if you want to be stealth sniper, there you go. If you want to open doors without alerting the entire complex, you need stealth 4. Concealment 4 is insane damage. It is 4 times normal damage for guns and 10 times for melee. Now, 4 times for guns sounds bad, but it's really, really powerful with fully autos. And with this, with neurostrikes 2, you can just spam machine guns from stealth. I'll show you later. But Concealment 4, absolute must-have. It's also one of the hardest things to level according to everyone, but it's not. This is the meat and potatoes of this video, is how to level Concealment and Stealth like lickety-split and super quick. Now, Neurostrikes, the reason we don't level it to 4, okay, is because the chance to stun the NPC, it's not that good. But also, stunning an enemy, you knock down everyone around you, which includes friendlies, which can really mess up your game, and you don't want to do that. It can bug out your game. Never level this to 4. I just put it at 2 so that we can reliably knock people out for stealth attacks, and to level everything else up. If you've been following this guide specifically and you're at the outpost, well, you'll notice when you take a step, you're just going to drain your HP, and you have no oxygen. We can't fight like this, so what I want you to do is go store everything or go sell it. Whatever you want to do, it's up to you. Once you've stored everything that you don't need, so I have everything here in the storage at the lodge. Also, I also recommend just upgrade your armor at a local shop. If you want to go sell a bunch of stuff and you're level 60 plus, then obviously you can get some gear upgrades. I also bought a bunch of consumables, and pretty much we're all set and ready to go. There is a few skill points that we need to put in though. I'll have them on screen. Here's what I want you to have at least 1 point in. And you don't have to have 1 point in all these. It's just easier because we're going to be leveling pretty much all of these all at the same time. So some of these that aren't in physical, I just want to mention theft. The reason we're leveling theft is because it enables an infinite money kind of dupe. Scavenging is just more loot. You never can go wrong with more loot. Persuasion's great for New Game Plus. Commerce always good. Isolation, amazing to increase your tankiness. Negotiation lets you skip dialogues with infinite money. Also, medicine is really nice because 10% additional healing, and you heal 10% faster. This is just really, really, really nice once you have it leveled up. And I have a whole video about the tech skill trees, but let's get into it now, the method. The process is simple. You want to go to Alpha Centauri, which I'm already here in the game, and there is a moon that orbits Jemison, which is the first town. It's called Kurtz, and we're just going to randomly land at Kurtz and look for what's called a structure. I'll show you how to do that. So we're outside of Kurtz now. We're going to open the map, and I like to land where it's daytime, so I don't need to scan the planet or anything silly like that. Once we land, we're going to get out of the ship, and we're just going to look for a nearby structure. There should be a bunch, and the reason we're picking this moon is because it is low level, and the level doesn't matter too much. You could do it at higher levels, but again, it doesn't matter too much. It just makes it easier for us. And if there's no structures, just lift off and land again. Also, very important, you want to make sure that the game is on very hard. So change your difficulty to very hard before you go encounter anything. Preferably before you land on the planet, but it's a little too late for me for that. But open your scanner now, and you're going to look around for the icons. You see where it says unknown, push scan, and it says structure. Now, this place is filled with structures. There we go. We got one super close. That's all I need. We're going to go to the nearby structure and make sure that you equip your tankiest physical damage resistance gear. Unequip your weapon. We're going in fists style. Now, don't worry about getting a stealth attack. What you're going to be doing is you're just going to be punching people right now, because we're going to be able to farm stealth attacks in a little bit, but we need neurostrikes level 2 preferably. Also, you're going to be taking a lot of hits, and that's fine because we're building pain tolerance. Alright, so that guy got knocked out or knocked down. If you stay in crouch mode, you can kind of get some free stealth hits whenever you knock someone out. It's okay, just tank the damage, we're fine. Again, these are level 2 pirates, and we're super high leveled with really good armor. So just punch them out until you can get neurostrikes 2. Once you get neurostrikes 2, that's when the magic happens. Also, if you see this blue bar fill up, make sure to pickpocket them. Just pickpocket all they can. It'll fail sometimes and they'll wake up, but when you knock them back out, pickpocket them again, because you do want to level pickpocketing. Also, we got a sneak attack there. And again, don't worry about your health too much. We can just go find cover and regenerate it. That's totally fine. So pain tolerance is now ready. There we go. Pain tolerance level 2 unlocked. about energy weapons? No one's been shooting me with energy weapons. We might have to go to a higher level zone for that. Martial arts is not quite ready. It's almost there. Level 2 martial arts. Neurostrikes, 3 out of 10. Stealth, 1 out of 10. Concealment, 1 out of 10 so far. Like I said, once we get Neurostrikes level 2, everything else kind of falls into place. So I'm just crouching down and punching, because if he gets knocked out and I'm doing a 3-hit combo... Also, sometimes they run away. I don't know why. Okay, so he's knocked out cold, right? And so we're going to pickpocket him again. It failed. That's fine. Just start punching. And, well, he's dead. So we also leveled something else up. I'm not quite sure what popped up on the screen there. It wasn't this. No, it was martial arts. Okay, that's level 2 now. And then we'll get level 3 here pretty soon. But go ahead and just keep punching people out until you unlock Neurostrikes level 2. I'll cut to that part. By the way, don't forget that as long as you're in combat and you're boosting, you're leveling boost pack training, which is super important for navigation later. And because we're on a moon, you can basically just kind of hover above an enemy like forever. Just find a melee guy here and just float above him. He can't hurt you, though you kind of want them to hurt you. So you can fly low. That way we're leveling boost pack. And you could just spam it too. You don't have to sit here and, you know, float ominously forever. You can also kind of get under something so that you're stuck, and then you can just kind of really rapidly boost a bunch. And that's another way to do it faster if you're impatient. But this guy just keeps running from me. I guess he knows that he can't brawl. But you see how I knocked him out? And this is how we level things up. You level up pickpocketing if you succeed. There we go. And then when I attack him, this counts as a stealth attack. Well, most of the time. There we go, sneak attack for 4x damage. So that level's concealment because we're hitting with a melee. You have to do sneak attack melees. Also, he's running. It's kind of funny. Alright, we chinned him out again. He has nothing else to pickpocket for now, but once we've maxed out pickpocketing, we can technically disarm enemies this way. And there we go, Neurostrikes is now level 2. This is where it gets really fast. Because with Neurostrikes level 2 is unarmed attacks do EM damage or electromagnetic damage. That's that blue bar we've been seeing. So, at this point, things get knocked out really fast. Like, that's 1 punch, that's 2, 3, 4, 1 more, he's out. So he's out, so that's pickpocketing right there, which wakes them up, by the way. So again, you just knock them back out again. Make sure not to go overboard with the combos. If you're crouching, guess what? When he's knocked out and you're crouching, that's a sneak attack. So, boom, sneak attack, sneak attack. Well, sometimes. It's a little buggy, but once you have higher level stealth, it always happens. So this is where it just ramps up ridiculously. And all you have to do is, once you've cleared out a structure, just fast travel back to your ship, land somewhere else, rinse and repeat. Or there was, you know, plenty of other structures around. You can just run to them if you want. It's so easy to level, like, all of this stuff up. Like, right now my stealth is level 6 out of 10, concealment 6 out of 10. Martial arts is 0 out of 10 because it wants you to disarm things, which is really difficult to do. But that's when you got to use power attacks if you want to level that up to 3, which I have not been doing. Pain tolerance is almost ready to level to 3, and I don't plan to level that to 4. No energy weapon damage taken so far, but you can see it's just like everything is just leveling super duper quickly. Theft is 1 out of 5 because we had that one successful steal. Medicine, you know, use your med packs, and you can level this up super quick, but no rush on that one. The med packs are already going to heal you. They heal you a % based of your life, and because we're level 60 with 2,000 something HP, we heal for a crap ton, so no rush on that one. Now, if you find a robot outpost, you can't pickpocket them, but they are really tanky, so they are great for just crouching and punching them over and over to level stealth attacks, because they can get knocked out as well. And when they're knocked out, you just keep punching them, and you'll get some sneak attacks, because you're basically just going to be chain knocking them out. And there you go, sneak attack for 5x damage. Concealment is ready to level up. That means stealth is also ready to level up. So, again, the hardest things to level in physical are actually quite easy. So now we have just one more level to go. We have to do 75 sneak attacks. And these robots are so tanky, and I deal such little damage that, well, not so much anymore. I'm dealing 8x damage with my fists. And this is why we didn't level boxing, is so that we don't kill these in 1 to 2 hits. It gets pretty ridiculous once we start doing more sneak attacks. Also, we're knocking them out faster now, by the way, just because. And so, Again, just keep punching and while you're crouched, and if you find humanoids, pickpocket them first. That way it takes their weapon away and levels pickpocketing, because you really want high level pickpocketing. Looks like Isolation's ready to level up there. You can see this is just the absolute best way to level everything up. We're doing Isolation for tankiness. It's just really, really good to have. Neurostrikes is actually ready to level up if I wanted to, but I don't. Well, why not? Just for the sake of 20% stun, sure. Doesn't really hurt. Pain Tolerance is ready to level up. What about Energy Weapon Dissipation? No, no energy weapons. Stealth, yeah, there we go. We're at 9 out of 40 already on that one. Concealment, 9 out of 75. Concealment, everyone complains it's so hard to level up. It's not. It's so easy. Theft is not ready to level up because we can't steal from the robots. Medicine, I haven't really been needing to heal much because I have so much tankiness. And then a boost pack is almost there. It's 10 out of 50. I'm going to keep grinding now, and I will hit you guys up in a bit. Also, I'm fully stealth now. The cool thing about stealth is if you're in combat and you can enter caution mode, you can actually fast travel. And there it is. We have concealment level 4. I got stealth 4, fitness 3, wellness 4, pain tolerance 4, martial arts. It's getting there. I haven't been using the power attacks, but 10% less damage, definitely something I do want to get. Neurostrikes, I could slowly push this to 4 if I want. Yeah, energy weapon dissipation. No progress. Haven't found anyone with energy weapons. Theft is almost there. 5 out of 20. We're almost there. And the reason why is you can, as soon as you knock someone out, you can immediately yoink their weapon. So that's really powerful. Medicine, I haven't been healing much. 5 out of 20 on that one. Boost pack training, almost there. 20 out of 50. I just got to find an enemy and spam spacebar. That's pretty much it. And there's one right now I can do it on. So here's what it was. Only 4 landing areas with about, I would say maybe 5 separate areas with humans, and that's all it took to max it out. So, also I got a bounty for pickpocketing some innocents, but hey, it's whatever. Let me go ahead and show you what we got here. We got Thief level 4 maximum. We're still working on Isolation here. Now, I know the video's about physical, but, you know, wellness maxed out, weightlifting level 3, stealth level 4, fitness level 3, energy weapon dissipation level 2, still no energy weapons. All we need to do is find someone with an energy weapon. This is easily maxed out. Pain tolerance 4, martial arts 3, rejuvenation 4, neurostrikes 3, concealment 4, that's the big one. That's the one that everyone has a problem with. So, there you go. Remember, cellular regeneration is useless. If you really want to level boxing, when you're doing stealth unarmed attacks, you're hitting for several hundred damage. So, you punch 1 time and you level up. You punch like twice, you level that up. You punch 2 or 3 times. This is so quick to level, but I'm going to tell you right now, for 4 points into this, you're not dealing that much damage, and you're getting, like, pretty much nothing good out of it. And they have a chance to knock down opponents. You already knock down opponents. But this one just kind of flatlines them a little bit quicker. It makes them harder to loot, harder to pickpocket, and so on. I don't like boxing. I don't really see the point in boxing. And there you go. So, and you can start leveling combat if you want. I never did level medicine beyond 1 because I just didn't take enough damage. I only used 7 med kits throughout the whole thing. Boost pack 4, so you can basically fly forever. Piloting, security, target controls, shield systems, all this stuff. You know, you want to level this up too so that your space combat is easy. And that's it for the guide. Hopefully you appreciated it. Go out there, level those physical abilities as efficiently and quick as possible with these methods. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like, leave a comment, do all the things. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next videos because they're pretty darn good and useful. You can always unsubscribe later whenever the game dies or whatever. But with that said, on the right side of your screen is a video that you should absolutely click. And if you don't click it, then unfortunately the one weekend that you get to play because you work all week, Bethesda's going to patch it. So you better click it so they don't patch it. That's right.